In the particular day in question, I went out on the morning as normal. Just thought I'll just go and knock that little branch off, as you probably would do 100 times and nothing would happen. And then by 2 o'clock in the afternoon, I was paralysed from the chest down. I was up a high seat, just chopping a little branch off that was in the way of view, and to this day I don't know what happened. When I fell, I realised that something was seriously wrong, and luckily I had my phone in my pocket, which hadn't fallen out, and so I rang the farm manager, and I would think, I don't really know, but I would think within 15 to 20 minutes the paramedics were there, and an hour probably I was on my way to Hull Royal in the air ambulance, to discover when I got there that I had broken my spinal cord, but it's happened, and you just get on with it and accept it. I'll try to accept it and do the best you can, really. Difficult, but I've got around it. You've got to get around it. You've not a lot of option, really. My father's a gamekeeper, and so was my grandfather. So it runs in the family. Couldn't really envisage doing anything else, to be honest. I think it's in your blood, is gamekeeping, if you're brought up to it. So yeah, it's just it's the way of life, and something I've never known anything any different, really. And a good life. You probably don't get rich at it, but it's something I can never recall getting up in the morning and thinking I don't want to go to work. And if you go through your life thinking that's quite something, isn't it? I think a lot of it is actually working outdoors with nature, with wildlife, and being your own boss as well, doing what you can when you want to, and then seeing what you've done through the year come to fruition in wintertime. When your shoot days arrive, they don't always go according to plan, but 9 times out of 10 they do. No, that's fine.
That's what you left him do it.
Pigeon shooting.
Helen Benson contacted Sally while I was in hospital and asked if they could help. When I came home, Helen came to see me and talked about how we could get me about, on the estate, and this John Deere Gator duly arrived, and we were ready to go. We wouldn't have been able to afford to do anything like that. So, you just got to be so grateful. It's a lifeline. I can go where I want when I want. Can't do anything when I get there, but I can have a look around and get myself out, which is good. Obviously lifting a bag of corn or a bag of feed pellets is out of the question. But it's surprising what I can do with the help of sort of mechanical machines, really. I do in winter time. I do a lot of. We have a spinner that goes on the back of our John Deere, so I'm quite lucky that I can get around a lot of the game crops, spinning, and then when I want filling up, I just come back to the yard and either someone meets me there, fills me up, or I have an old retired chap in the village that comes for a ride and he fills me up, and away we go again. So you know, I can do certain things. I do quite a lot of dogging in. I have an old Labrador that jumps in the John Deere and goes with me, and a flag. And I suppose people on the road will think I'm demented because I'm sort of riding up and down stubble fields with a flag out of the door and a dog running on the side of me. But I'm not bothered. You know, you just do it. Try and help as much as you can, really. My sort of main job after the shooting season is getting the days let for next year, which I've duly done, completed. They've all gone, and then at the moment my job at the moment is I'm busy making some crates to transport the pearls into the pens. I can do jobs like that, make hoppers and gun peg stands and gun stand pegs, and all that, all them type of things. I can do that. So that was always a job. But yeah, if it hadn't been for my boss Simon Cunliffe-Lister and Helen Benson from the Gamekeepers Welfare Trust, I wouldn't be where I am today, I don't think.